And we're back in the swamp, dodging arrows, making things happen, falling into holes. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages? RnTmErr here, back with some more single-player Minecraft unmodded. When we left off on the last episode, we just finished up the construction portion of our iron farm here. I got a little villager delivery system going on to fill up our holding cells on either side. It's torn apart right now just to prevent zombies from getting up there. And messing with our villagers during the nighttime times. I think there's 2 villagers in there right now. I just want to take you guys in here real quick and show you. We kind of sped through this at the end of the last episode. I've got the villager breeding area all set up here. I've got 4 villagers inside the little holding cell. There's already 1 here ready to be transported off. But we're having a bit of an issue. Well, one thing is, when I make these, one of the things that I like to do, one little optional thing, I push a glass block into the center here. That way, anything that doesn't get picked up by the villagers, there you see some hearts, hopefully we get another baby here. Anything that the food that they're throwing back and forth would usually land on the top, or any food that I throw in will land on the top of that glass block, and they'll be able to pick it up rather than having it fall down into the water stream. And that's for 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to lose it in the water, and 2, I don't want it to be sent over and have any of the baby villagers pick it up, because sometimes we're going to want to have villagers that we know for a fact have an empty inventory. But the problem is, it must have happened, I don't remember this in 1.12, but now that I'm 1.12.2, what's happening is they're throwing food, and a lot of times it's glitching around through all of this, and then elevatoring up to the topmost block, where they then cannot get to it. So I had to do this silly, stupid water transport thing up top here, so that when it pops up and gets stuck on the top, it gets sent back down. Which it's not too bad. It lets me come up here and throw them food, like so, which has kind of been working out. But I came to the conclusion earlier, I wanted to have the iron farm working for the beginning of this episode. I came to the conclusion very fast that this is just, it's not going to work out with our, I mean, it is. We're going to make it work, but with the way that we're getting crops right now, we need a way to harvest some potatoes and carrots super duper fast, and it's not working to just have a plot over there. I could have a whole bunch of plots maybe, so that I could at least harvest a whole bunch of them at a time. But we still need 9 villagers in the holding cell over there, and 7 in the holding cell over there. And that is going to take forever if we don't do something about it different. You can see our moat is working, though. We don't have lava in there yet, but there we got a baby villager trapped, or sorry, baby zombie is trapped in there. There's oftentimes zombies that end up in there at night, and then I sleep and they burn to death. But of course, the babies don't burn. So we're gonna do some redstone today, guys. That's the plan. We need to get some redstone-y things done to help us out with our villager breeding, so that we can help us out with our iron gathering and all that. A couple other things just real quick. I did, while I was waiting for crops to grow, I went and did a little bit of caving and found a mine shaft. That's what that little pillar in the distance there is. It's my marker for where I found a cave to go and get to the mine shaft. So that let me get a helmet, and I picked up a bunch of other things, mostly all the wooden resources and things, but also like I loaded up on string and on picked up some cobwebs, and also in one of the chests, oh, that's where I got my mine carts for the villager transport. I didn't make any mine carts. I just I found 2 minecart chests in the abandoned mine shaft, and in one of them I found melon seeds. So I went ahead and replaced our diagonal rows here. Instead of pumpkin, those are now melons. So once they grow up, I could bone meal them. Once they grow up, we'll have pumpkins and melons growing. Just a quick check on this since I haven't in a while. 31, that's working out perfect. So, in order to do some redstone stuff, we're going to have to get some Nether Quartz, which means we need to take a trip to the Nether. What is it, 14? I think 14 to build a thingy. Also, I'm going to need one of you. And one of you. So, let's see, I was kind of thinking we'd put our portal just sort of right here. Actually, how about right here? Get rid of this. Get rid of these. And drop it in like so. Oops. Oh, that's always a pain. Ugh. We don't need that one, but we'll put it there. Come here, give me this back. Take forever. One day, maybe, we can do it. There it is. We don't need these last 2. That's what it is. It's 14 total. But I leave out the 2 bottom blocks. We need to get ourselves some fire-making materials. And there we are. Oh boy. Oh boy, first time. First time in a new game. We're going to the Nether. Episode 3. Hope we don't die. Hope we don't, like, burn to death. I should really make a shield in case we get into any blazes. But, you know, that's what it is now. How are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking? Not too bad. I don't even know why I've got my bow out. I don't have any arrows. So, really, I unlike some people are like really scared of the Nether, or they hate going to the Nether. I love being in the Nether, honestly, but we are not prepared at all for it at the moment. So we are just here for the moment to pick up some Nether Quartz, because we're going to need to make comparators if we're going to want to get anything done, and we're going to need Nether Quartz to make that happen. So I'm going to gather up a little bit of it here. Maybe if oh boy, that's not good. Maybe if I can not die from this ghast, I'll pick up some of that glowstone that's around, and then I will meet you back topside, and we will continue on with our plan for today. Alright, we're back. I'm back from the Nether. I got the Nether Quartz that I needed. I also went ahead and grabbed a stack of soul sand. So we're ready to start building our crop farm, crop industrial crop growth area place thing. We're going to put it on this wall. But before we can do that, I need to address an issue in my kill chamber here. I was playing around a little bit in my testing world, and I noticed that sometimes the iron golems would actually try to swim up in this lava flow, and then when they would die, that I'm pretty sure that I was losing their drops. So we're gonna need to fix that, and I have a plan that I think is going to be easiest to do from the back side here. So if we just take these off and we raise them up by half a block there, and then I don't know which one of these. Oh, that must have been it. Pick up our lava. Come on, go away. Go away. Thank you. And then we can raise it up by 1. And get these out of the way. There. Signs. Since the golems are 3 blocks tall, I don't know if this is actually going to stop them from swimming up, but so let's see, it's half a block. That's 1 block, 2 blocks. 3 blocks tall, so we put the signs here. And place our lava back here. So now they should be able to stand on this half slab and the tops of their heads will still be in the lava blade. So they'll still take the damage and die, but it'll only be the tiniest little bit of them, and so hopefully they won't try to swim up. So there's that taken care of. Now for this, we're going to have to do a couple of things here first. Let's get rid of this and replace it with a stair. And we'll knock this whole wall out pretty much. Okay, not the whole thing, but that much of it. And we need a slab right there. This is a pretty simple little design. It's a older, I don't remember now if it's a Tango Tech design or an Impulse SV design. I think it was Tango Tech. No, it's Impulse SV. Now that that's settled. But we're going to modify it just a little bit. Just because of the way the redstone signal works, it's going to be a little bit different from his tutorial. We need a block here. Yes, and then a dirt block here, and then dispensers. But anyway, it's a super simple design. I'm just going to run through it here real quick on camera because it shouldn't take too long. He turns it on and off with a lever. I like the idea of having it done with a tripwire like that. That way I can just stand there and walk away and it turns off. Let's give ourselves a little access back here. Okay, and then I need to hold water like so. And I think I have, yes, I brought a water bucket. Now we can till that soil. And we put another block right here so that we can get our other dispenser in place. There's that. Now we no longer need this block. And here's our redstone is coming from here. Actually, you know what? It's also coming from here. Can I do it that way? I think I can. So if I put redstone like so, and then my comparator and subtract the block, and we make it a clock. Make sure and check all these light levels here after a minute. We need a block. Oh, I ran out of blocks. Give to me the blocks. Blocks. And then we'll put one here, and here, and here. Then we should be able to just very simply power all of those and run the line down and into that. So now if we step over here, they go off like crazy. Alright, there that is. Let's do that so that we maintain proper light levels. No, that's not going to do it for us though, is it? I need one here also. And probably want to just light this up to make sure that there's nothing spawnable. I'll check these light levels again off camera. We'll close this up. And that's it. And we're done. We need to put bone meal in these we need to put bone meal in these dispensers, obviously. And so that is going to mean that I need to go hunting for skeletons. Good times. Alright guys, I'm super scared right now. I've almost died several times just going around caving and hunting these skeletons, but I just came across the coolest thing. I've had pretty good luck. I've got 31 bones. Excuse me. I mean, that's not great, but for just running around randomly trying to find skeletons, it's not too bad. But I was wandering around this abandoned mine shaft, and I don't know if you can see, I'm not sure it's cleared out, and I keep getting it, no, it's still there. We got a skeleton spawner right here, which is amazing in its own, on its own, but then also, if you look over here, you can just tell that there is a cave spider spawner over here as well. Oh god, I'm dead. Run! Ah! Oh no. Die! Oh, I'm out of food. Oh no, I have bread. Okay. Whew, that was close. Okay, so we got a cave spider spawner over there, and then around this corner there's also a zombie spawner. So I'm almost out of food. My sword is gone. I need to run home, hopefully, and survive and get re-equipped, and then I'm going to check out this place in my test world and see if I can figure out a way that we can make a triple spawner out of all that, a triple mob farm out of all that. Okay, I'm back later. And we're back in the swamp, dodging arrows, making things happen. Falling in the holes. Spent a bunch of time in the test world area, making sure that I could get up to all of these spawners, and found this great little entrance location. Kind of planned out the entrance itself, dug out this little stairway here. And this will be beautified at another time. Obviously, now is not the time for me to go about trying to put a triple monster spawner grinder together. Now we're not far enough in the game yet. We haven't made enough technological advancements yet to be thinking about doing things like that. What I did find, so I got this room kind of dug out a little bit right here. This is our skeleton spawner. It's going to be really, really difficult for me to get the skelly spawner, the zombie spawner, and the what was it? A spider spawner thing all together. But what I did find is that there is a second spider spawner not that far away, and I can actually very easily integrate the two spiders and the skeleton all together. Oh, hello. Oh, speaking of skeletons, which is actually kind of good because honestly, zombie drops are kind of garbage anyway. Don't make me waste my arrows. Get over here. Where's he at? Right here? Yeah. Die. I want to get him stuck in a cobweb. Die. Thank you. So I think that's going to be the long-term plan. Short-term, I'm just going to kind of dig this area out and put in a very super rudimentary AFK auto-kill skeleton farm, just so that we've got a cheap and easy way to get all the bones to fill up our carrot, potato, wheat farm with bone meal. I just kind of want to light up some of this right now while I'm here. Not gonna go crazy and light up the whole thing just yet, but we'll get a little bit of it done. So yes, guys, so that's my plan. I'm going to get this area carved out, and I'll bring you guys back when the room is a little fleshed out, and I'm setting up the kill circuit. That way, you guys can see what my plan is, what it is I'm gonna do. All right, back in a bit. Okie dokie. Progress has been made. So this is that little room that I had dug out. Right through here is the rest of the mine shaft where we can get to the other spawners. And behind this wall here is our skeleton spawner. You see I've opened up the room. It's completely dark. I've got water along the back wall, pushing to a trench just on the other side of this wall. And water on this end that pushes them all the way into that corner. If I have done the calculations correct, let's see, they fall down a trench and then they fall down a hole onto this hopper, actually onto a hopper over here going into that hopper, all going into this chest. I did actually die once, that's why all that stuff was in there. Just as I placed the last water stream, I got shot and killed. Luckily, all of the water was in place, so all of my goods flowed right down into this chest here, and I didn't have to do any kind of craziness to get back at it. So let's see. Yeah, I'd set this up thinking that I was going to need 2, but I'm actually only going to need 1 of these. So if I'm thinking correctly, let's see, their head is going to be on this level behind this block. So if we place a piston, oh, I can't believe that worked. Light, please, light, there. Place a piston there, and then let's open this up a bit. Oh, of course we run into gravel. Gravity blocks for the win, and they're everywhere. Awesome. Oh, and there's more stuff up there. Okay, that's gonna have to be dealt with. Let's see why. Let's put this back here where it belongs. Okay, fun, good times. We're gonna have to close some of that off, but let's just open it up for now, so I can get an idea what I'm working with here. Light this up so we don't have any unexpected visitors. 1 more right there for good measure. What we're just going to do is set up a crusher here. We're going to set up a system whereby we can put a timer on that's just going to push that block into their heads, and for just long enough to kill them, the skeletons, that is, them. Here. Right, yeah. They come up 1. And then we will just get their drops. Again, we're going to do something cool with all these spawners. We're going to set up a really cool kill room and a place that we can gather XP and get all the things. But for right now, I'm just concerned with making sure that we get the bones as quickly as possible to fill up our carrot, wheat, and potato farm, so that we can get villagers, so that we can get iron, so that we can build hoppers, so that we can do other things. That's how Minecraft is. It's like a Rube Goldberg experiment. We need to do this thing, so we can get this thing, so we can do this thing. Let's see. I need 1 here. And then we'll put a torch, like so. Redstone here and here. And then all of these bad boys for our timing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit of redstone here and here. Let's close this off. Oops, that's fine. Throw on a torch. actually, we can close this off too. Let's just button it all up real nice. Like so and like so. Okay, close this. Where's my way out? Right there. Close, close. Close, close, close. And then one last piece of redstone right here. And we hear them getting crushed, and it's fantastic. Close. Close, close. Close, close, close. And another torch for good measure. And we look, we got bones coming in. Fantastic! It's working. You can hear them. I don't think they died. Is my timing off? No, because the other ones died. I think I'm just not seeing them, their death come through. We're still filling up. I wonder if I need to add one more set of comparators. That guy died, but he died at the very end. Some bones, some arrows. Let's see what happens on this one. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. The timing is working out. They're getting crushed. So now I can just AFK here and let this chest fill up, and that is what I am going to do. I'm AFK for about an hour. I'll get all my stuff out of there. We'll let this AFK for about an hour. We'll see how many bones and arrows we've got, and then we'll head on back to the iron golem farm and start making up the potatoes and carrots, the parrots and potatoes, the potatoes and carrots to get our villagers breeding, and yeah, and then hopefully we'll be in good shape there too. Okay, it's been an hour. Actually, not quite an hour. It's probably been about 45 minutes. I went back to the home base area to clear out my inventory to make room, and of course this area, this chunk was not loaded while I was back at my base. But for the most part, it's been, this will be a good test, and I think hopefully it's been sounding like it's been running pretty well constant, so we should have some pretty good drops, arrows, and bones going on in our chest here. So this is it, moment of truth. Was it worth it? That's pretty nice. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full stacks of bones in 45 minutes. Almost 5 stacks of arrows. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to complain about that. So I'm just going to grab some arrows. I'm going to grab all of these bones. And we'll fill this back up. Hey, give me those. There we go. Alright, so that's that. Let's get back over to the carrot, potato, and wheat farm and see how that bad boy is going to work. And make up a bunch of food to feed to our hungry villagers so they can make some hungry baby villagers. I should probably sleep first. And there it is, the last of the bone meal going into the dispensers. I ended up with 5 in each. It wasn't enough to fill it all the way, but it was a pretty good start. So let's go with carrots. And it's going to get loud here for a minute, but keep an eye on that carrot in the hotbar. So I've got none others on me if you've never seen this farm work. Oh, don't eat it. Don't eat it, dummy. Let's eat some chicken. Plant it. Oh, I set a torch. Sometimes it can be, there we go. Now we've got 3, it'll go. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to get this one to go. It just depends. It's like the tick updates are randomized somehow. Already have a stack of carrots. And they're just flying out. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Look at that. 1, 3 1/4 stacks, and we've gone through A pretty decent amount of bone meal, actually. We'll just go ahead and keep this going until we run out. Should be pretty obvious when all the little sparklies stop. I usually find that this corner, this front right corner, works the best. Sometimes I can't get that one to work, and if I push it like way to the back of the farm plot, it'll go, but here you see it's not working. Not working. There, it's working. As long as you're getting those bright green sparklies, it's happening. It's happening. Alright, awesome. I'm going to keep doing this, and then I will probably stop that infernal ticking. I'll probably feed this stuff to the villagers. I'll hang out here, let them breed up, spend some more time over at the bone farm, get some more bones, rinse, wash, repeat until I've got these two villager holding cells all filled up. And at which point we'll have a working iron farm. When I see you next, we'll have a working iron farm. Alright. Alright, hey, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun working on these projects. I had a lot of fun searching around and doing the stuff and hanging on the edge of my seat. If you liked this video, please, please, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Give me the likes. Give me all the likes. Give it to me, the likes. And if you really liked it, hey, if you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe. Unless you already have subscribed. Then, thank you so much for your subscription. It really means a lot to me, guys. It really does. I'm really having fun making YouTube videos, and all the support that you guys give me just makes me want to keep on doing it. So thank you so much. Until next time, this is RnTmErr, signing out.